Hello everyone, in this session we are going to talk about vegetables. The first one, pumpkin, includes butternut. Sweet and neutral, enters the lung, spleen and stomach meridians. The function including detoxifies and reduce swelling. It can be used for lung inflammation, asthma, swelling due to inflammation. It can be used for burns or toxic bee bites. Steam, raw juice or ethanol application. So these are some of the common applications. For lung inflammation with pus, pumpkin 500 gram, beef 250 gram. Now you can cook them together. Not suitable for individuals with qi stagnation and dampness. The second one is cucumber, sweet and cool. Enters the lung, spleen and stomach meridians. The functions including clear heat, promotes diuretics, detoxifies. Indications including thirst due to heat, yellow urine, edema, oliguria. You can cook, you can eat them raw, or you can drink them as make cucumber juice. For children with diarrhea due to heat, you can use cucumber with honey. Edema, cucumber skin, the old cucumber skin, decoct and drink 2 to 3 times per day. So you can see here diarrhea. This is what the typical approach in Chinese medicine, treating the same disease differently. In the previous session, we talked about the grains. Quite a few grains that we mentioned that it can be used for diarrhea, especially due to diarrhea due to coldness or the deficiency. But now for cucumber, we actually can use for diarrhea due to heat because of the nature of cucumber. It's cool or hot or cold. So sweet and cool. Because of cool, so we can use for someone suffering from heat. Cucumber contraindications, we don't use for, not suitable for vomiting due to cold, not recommended for weak patient recovering from illness. The reason because of the cold condition or cool condition nature of cucumber is going to damage the digestive function, damage the spleen and stomach. Then you're going to reduce or prolong the recovery. Tomato, sour, sweet and slightly cold. Enters the liver, spleen and stomach meridians. The function: generate fluids, relieve thirst, strengthen spleen and enhance digestion. Thirst, poor appetite. It can be used for decoction or raw. For thirst due to heat, you can eat them raw or you make tomato juice. You can mix with watermelon juice, watermelon also cold. So not recommend for individuals with cold in the stomach and to consume raw tomato because it is cool. The next one is aubergine. Aubergine is sweet and cool. Enters the spleen, stomach and large intestine meridians. The functions: clear heat, activate the blood circulation, reduce swelling. It can be used stool bleeding, localized skin inflammation or skin ulcers due to toxic heat. For blood in the stool, we can use burnt aubergine into charcoal, grind into powder and take this warm rice wine. You can grind the aubergine until well done. You can grill aubergine until well done, soak in rice wine, and take with warm rice wine. Contraindications: not suitable for individuals with deficient cold condition or those suffer from chronic diarrhea, just because of its nature. It's cool. cuisine are cooling, so it's recommended to cook them with spring onion, garlic, or ginger to balance. So this is the balance in one cuisine because it's cool, so you can have some other hot ingredients or warm ingredients, including hot seasoning to balance them. Chili pepper, pungent and hot, enters the spleen and stomach meridians. It can warm the middle jaw and dispel cold, enhance digestive function. Qi stagnation due to cold in the stomach. You can use painful or distended abdomen, vomiting or diarrhea. It also can be used for arthritis because it also can tonify spleen, can warm the body, can activate circulation. It's hot. For stomach ache due to stomach coldness, you can use chili pepper 1 piece, ginger 5 pieces, and chamomile decoction. Not suitable for individuals with insufficiency and deficient fire. The reason is because insufficiency results in internal heat. So the hot chili pepper will increase the heat in the body. It's also not suitable for patients with bleeding conditions. The reason is because also with some bleeding, if the bleeding due to heat, it's going to prolong the recovery. Carrots, sweet, pungent, and neutral. Enters the spleen, liver, and large intestines. Lung meridians. Strengthens the spleen, harmonizes the middle jaw, tonifies the liver, benefits the eyes, clears phlegm and stop coughing, clears heat and detoxifies. Indications you can use for poor appetite due to spleen deficiency. You can use fatigue and abdominal pain. You also can use for diarrhea. You also can use for foggy vision or night blinds, coughing and sore throats. For poor digestive function, you can use carrots and salt, prepare as cook, just normal cook as and drink the soup. For night blinds, then you can use carrot decoction, prepare as a simple decoction by boiling carrots in water. So this is similar to a soup. You drink regularly to nourish the liver and benefit the eyes. Avoid consuming large amounts of vinegar as it may reduce the beneficial effect. Also, if you eat the carrots for a long period and eat them excessively, it may cause the accumulation of keratin, so may lead to the yellowish color in the skin. Cabbage, sweet, neutral, enter the liver and stomach meridians, clears damp heat, alleviates pains, tonifies kidney and strengthens deficiencies. Cabbage is although it's neutral, but it's also slightly cool, so that's also why it can be used to clear damp heat. It also cannot be used, or the patient anyone who suffer from coldness should have less intake of cabbage. Onion, pungent, sweet, and warm. Enters the lung meridian, tonifies the stomach and regulates qi, detoxifies the body, abdominal distension, poor appetite, gastric ulcers. You can use for oppressed sensation in the chest and stomach, coughing with sticky phlegm, so you can use stir-fried onion. Not suitable for heat-related conditions. You also should avoid cases in skin diseases, especially those with itching. Because heat, if you remember the 5 evils in the basic theory, the heat can generate internal wind, which results in itching as well. Spring onion head. So the spring onion heads, I'm not sure if this is a proper translation, but we refer to the white parts of the spring onion. Punctions and worm enter the lung-stomach meridian. It can dispel superficial pathogens, especially the superficial exogenous pathogens, restores and receives yang, detoxifies the body. It can be used cold or common cold or flu caused by wind cold invasion. So the patient at the tongue should be light red or even pale. Abdominal pain due to cold, constipation, diarrhea. So for diarrhea in 少阴 meridian, you can use 白通汤, 葱白is spring onion head, 附子 and 干姜 we make decoction. So this 白通汤 also from 伤寒杂评论. For headache and fever, you can use spring onion heads, rice and vinegar. You cook as porridge. And spring onion we also can use for common cold or flu in the initial stage. So what you can do, you can use 3 to 5 pieces of the spring onion head. You add 3 to 5 pieces of ginger, and then you cook them together. You can add some sugar and then drink the liquid. So that's for the early stage, initial stage of common flu and common cold. It's not suitable for the condition for superficial deficiency or spontaneous sweating, because warm and hot, it can cause or induce sweating. The last one is mushroom, sweet and neutral, enters the intestine, stomach and lung meridian. Strengthen the spleen and improve appetite, harmonize the liver. It can be used in digestion, poor appetite, and hypoglycemia, fatigue. So these are just some of the use of these common vegetables. As you can see from the introduction from the beginning until now, you can see the characteristics of these ingredients. Some are from their taste, the flavor, and some from their appearance. For example, the mushroom, this is white. That's why the white will go to the lung. That's because the 5 elements, white color related to the lung. I have to say that in general, although some of these vegetables, some are hot or warm, but majority of the vegetables are actually cold and cool. So, for example, the hot ones like chili pepper or spring onion, or onion, and spring onion. So only a few actually have warm, but even they're warm compared to meat, they're still cold. So in many situations, it's not advised to have vegetarian dietary. So for example, especially for some infertilities, if the patient is vegetarian and the patient suffers from infertility, the first thing we need to do, or the first thing we should advise, if the patient can change their diet, if not for religion purpose, if they can change the diet from vegetarian to have some meat, then we should advise them. The reason is because vegetables in general, they are cold and cool. So if you can eat only vegetables and beans, you're going to make your body cold. You're going to make the uterus cold. So it's also very difficult to conceive. From diet point of view, we actually advise balanced diet, including the combination of vegetable and meat, combination of cold and hot. That's how to maintain health, to maintain health and also to prevent diseases.